Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the BBQ podcast. I'm here with Evan.
Hello, everybody.
There he is. And we have a pretty exciting episode today, guys. This is a pre recorded episode, so sorry if any of our information is a bit more outdated or anything like that. But this episode should still be really good. We'll be covering a whole variety of topics today. And Evan, with our first topic, here he is.
Okay, so to start it off, from when we're recording this, which is just the Friday. No, what day is it?
Sunday.
Sunday. So it's a week before we're releasing it, just because of Canadian Thanksgiving. But Super Mario Bros. 35 that has been out since Thursday, so that's only been about 4 days. And I've been playing it quite a fair bit. I'm not too good at it, but I really appreciate that Nintendo put that together. Um, and I think it's a pretty cool game style for sure. Uh, First of all, there is a fair amount of strategy that goes into it. It's not exactly any sort of thing that has been done before. Of course, it's not a speed run because you want to kill a lot of enemies and get a lot of coins. But you also don't want to be going too slow. So it's a good mix of both. And I really enjoy playing it. There are definitely a lot of strategies that people can come up with to optimize their coin, like getting as many coins as they can at the beginning and killing as many enemies to get their time up and boosted. So just if you haven't played it before, basically the way it works is every time you stomp on an enemy, you get an additional 2 seconds on your timer. I believe it starts at 30 seconds when you begin the match. Every time you
I
kill
believe
an
that is
enemy with a
accurate as well.
fire flower. Hmm? Sorry?
Yeah, I believe that 3 second timer is also pretty accurate for the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah,
With
I'm
the
pretty sure that's it.
mhm.
And every
Yeah.
time you kill an enemy with a fire flower, you get an additional second, only one. And then you get 5 second. I don't know exactly. I think you might get 3 seconds for a star, like if you for enemies you kill with the star power, but I'm not exactly sure. Anyways, that's kind of how that works. And you want to get ahead in time. So when it gets later in the match and it's harder just to survive, you have lots of time and you don't have to kill as many enemies. So you want to kind of get ahead at the beginning. And then you also want to collect as many coins as you can because you want to save up coins. The way it works is for every 20 coins you have, you can use the roulette, the item roulette, which has like a
Hmm.
mushroom, a fire flower, a POW block. I think it also has a star. So that roulette thing has a few helpful things, but you have to use 20 coins. So you want to get as many coins at the beginning and then save them up for the end when it gets more difficult. So there are definitely a lot of strategies into like optimizing your coin count and killing as many enemies as you can in the early levels. And I think it's a very creative and interesting idea that Nintendo's put together. And it's definitely a lot of fun. Boom, what do you think?
Personally, I played a few rounds. I haven't loved it. Personally, when I play video games for Mario Bros, I usually use the left joystick. In this mode, that they use that to select the person you're attacking, I believe, right?
Mhm.
So basically, since can't control that, I find it very difficult for me to get used to using the not the buttons there, the
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 D-pad.
stick thing, the D-pad. There you go.
The
I don't
D-pad
remember my words
that's
here.
well, you're using a Procon, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm using a Pro
Um,
controller.
you
It
can
has
switch it.
buttons.
You're able to
Oh,
switch
you
it.
can?
It's in like options or something, and you can switch the controller
I
layout.
was I was looking into that then. I may do that. But so far, because of that, I haven't played it too much. I played a few rounds. It's decent. It's decent. I personally go the slow and steady wins the race type of guy, so I'm always on every single enemy just so I can get all the time, and then I go as fast as I can. I do think they did a really good job balancing this game though, because I figured speedrunners like you, I figured you guys would just be dominating this game, but it's not just like that because They make it so you can just get the most coins, the most time, least
Hmm.
amount of time, stuff like that, pretty easily. So I find stuff like that helps balance the game quite well, and I find it
Hmm.
very fun in terms of that. You know?
Yeah, since like there are enemies, you don't know where they're going to be enemies, and you have to kill more enemies and get more coins than normal. It basically kind of just threw everything speedrunners had for that game and just like took it and threw it out the window. You're starting from scratch.
Hmm.
Aside from the fact that speedrunners already know the level layouts and everything, like they don't know where enemies are going to be anymore because there are going to be more enemies and stuff. But of course, they know the like map, and that would be about the only advantages speedrunner would have, other than just like experience with the game. So it definitely caters towards an audience that's newer to the game. And I don't think it's actually, I thought it'd be harder than it actually is. I think it does a great job, like, because it mostly focuses on the earlier levels. So I think it does a great job
Hmm.
at keeping people who are new to it, who would struggle with some harder levels. I think it does a great job at giving them a fair chance as well.
Yeah, I think they did a really good job balancing it, and overall, it's a pretty good game. If you guys have Nintendo Switch Online, it's not very much space, so you don't worry about micro SD card issues with that. It's free downloaded. I would say it's for sure worth your time to just try it out even.
Yeah,
Um,
like
so,
if you have Nintendo Switch Online, there's literally no reason not to get it. And it's
mhm.
playable only until like March 10th or 13th or something. So if you want to play it, you better do it soon before it's gone forever.
Yeah, just play it for the experience even. Speaking of that, Nintendo has just added a whole new experience to Super Smash Bros. The new DLC character, Minecraft Steve, Minecraft Alex, Minecraft Enderman, and Minecraft, I think it's Zombie. They added those characters to Super Smash Bros. So Minecraft Steve is in Smash now, and I just
Oh,
was
yes.
wondering, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so a little bit of a funny story that I'll share right now. Oh, I was in programming class, and my class is like a split with grade 11s and 12s, and my teacher teaches both classes. But anyways, that's aside the point. But yeah, so I have some friends in grade 12 who are also in that class. Basically what happened was they just started watching the the direct in the middle of the class, the Smash Direct, and we are like, "Oh, what's it gonna be? What's the big announcement?" And our teacher was just like cool with that, which was hilarious. But yeah, he just started we just started watching it, and Minecraft Steve and Alex, for the rest of the class it was just memes.
Yeah, no
Minecraft
kidding.
Steve and Alex, and it was great. Yeah, I think people have given up on
Mhm.
Smash at this point, to be fair. Uh,
I mean,
yeah,
first,
I am. Go ahead.
yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people have actually really wanted Steve in Minecraft, like in not for Minecraft in this game. It's just that it is a bit funny as a lot of people are kind of joking about it. Like I think Nathaniel Vandy, he said a long time ago on Twitter, he said if Minecraft Steve got added to Super Smash Bros. 5 on the Switch, I will eat my shirt. So now he had to eat a shirt. So he did that in a video recently. Um,
Oh, I'm watching that video.
I'm pretty sure it was the same shirt he wore on that day when he tweeted that tweet as well, which is the funniest part.
Oh my
So yeah, he ate that shirt. But I personally find this a good. I like this. I like how Super Smash Bros. Is not just Nintendo characters now. It's a bit more
god.
Microsoft characters as well because they added Banjo and Kazooie, which I'm pretty sure are owned by Microsoft. Not mistaken. Steve from Minecraft is in there, which is owned by Microsoft as well. And what's it? Microsoft wants Master Chief and on you know on is wondering if that can get added to Smash as well. So I find this relationship quite well, and adding more characters is never really a bad thing. It makes it even harder to master everything, and it's so much more content, so many more strategies. So I was just wondering, what do you think of this Nintendo Microsoft relationship? Because Microsoft has been very nice to Nintendo in which they're adding their exclusives to the Switch, doing a whole bunch of stuff like this, like letting Nintendo use their characters for their games, like Smash Bros. So just wondering, what do you think about that?
Yeah, so obviously Microsoft is probably trying to get a little bit more exposure with this. But also, remind people of Minecraft Steve, the good old days of Minecraft. I don't know. But I think it's a good move for Nintendo for sure. Because yeah, there are a lot of people who want Minecraft Steven. There are
Mm-hmm.
also a lot of people who don't want Minecraft Steven, but that's obviously not going to stop people from playing it. Um, but yeah, I think it's a good move from both of them, just from a business standpoint. And neither of them have anything to lose. So, I mean, if we end up seeing more sort of Minecraft characters, or Xbox characters, like Xbox exclusive games, characters from there,
Mm-hmm.
in Smash, I don't know, that might be interesting. I guess it depends on the character. I think Minecraft Steve and Alex are a good fit, for Smash Bros. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested to see, like I know they released some of the moveset. I didn't watch the full direct, but yeah, I'm interested to see exactly how people will play them and what sort of moves they can do, I guess.
Yeah, I do think because I feel like this relationship with Nintendo is a bit one-sided. I think Microsoft's okay with that because Microsoft released Cuphead, which was an exclusive for Xbox onto the Switch, which no one would thought that would come because that was a
Right.
really good game at the time. Like everyone was hyped up about that game, and it was a really good exclusive for the Xbox. People complain
Hmm.
nowadays that Xbox has no exclusives, especially because Microsoft put all those games that were exclusive onto the Switch as well. So I'm wondering maybe if Microsoft's strategy with helping put the Xbox games onto the Switch is to maybe help break into the market of Japan. Because right now Nintendo's probably pretty much the king holder of Asia and Japan right
Hmm.
now. So I'm wondering if that's a bit of the reason why they're doing this for Nintendo, especially since Nintendo's not really add anything in return. I think this relationship can go both ways. I think maybe Nintendo should add some not like their Mario games, but maybe some of their games that are like not as popular, like maybe snippet clips, Box Girl and Box Boy and Box Girl, and I think it's like Get the Job Done or Job Ready or something. Those are games that are like made by Nintendo. They're on the Switch, but they're not as like mainstream. You know what I mean? So I think
Hmm.
adding some of those games to the Xbox would be a good way to kind of repay this favor. What do you think on that?
Yeah, so I actually didn't actually really think about how yeah, Nintendo is like they kind of own the Asian market. They kind of dominate there. But yeah, I guess
Mm-hmm.
that will get some pretty good exposure in those parts of the world. And maybe more people around there will start playing Minecraft because of course, and like with speedrunning, there are plenty of Japanese runners of Mario games, but
Mm-hmm.
not as much for some other games like Microsoft games. So yeah, well, I'm
Mm-hmm.
interested to see if that actually does make a difference or not. But yeah, the other thing you talked about, how it could go both ways. I agree, and
Mm-hmm.
I think Xbox or not Xbox. I think Microsoft is getting something in return. I would be very surprised if Nintendo actually let Microsoft have one of their, smaller exclusive games, but I mean it's a possibility. We never really know with Nintendo nowadays. But I would
Yeah,
be
no
pretty
kidding.
surprised.
Yeah, it's just that I'm trying to think because I can't personally think of any games that they ported over, and I know they won't do a Mario game. Like I cannot see Nintendo doing a Mario game over to this Xbox. Because I
Hmm.
think that would be a very big difference for them. Like I don't think they've ever had a Mario different console really, unless they like mistakenly sold the rights in like the '80s, which I'm pretty sure they did before. Um, but yeah, I'm hoping they can maybe add one of those other less popular games, but it's hard to tell. So, do you have anything else to add to this?
Um, I want to see Minecraft Steve versus Minecraft Alex. That's the first thing I want to see when it comes out.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of memes. It's like I remember beforehand, like even just when like the first trailer was released, like Smash Bros. Is just a memeable game. So
Yeah.
let's keep tuned for those guys. Hop on the Reddits for that.
Oh yeah,
Um,
the meme community is gonna be going crazy. It's gonna be amazing.
yeah, I mean, speaking of the meme community, Minecraft finally announced they're having a cave update finally. People have been begging this for like years now. I think since 1.9, like 4 years. And because they finally announced it yesterday, October 3rd, which was a Saturday, Mojang held an event called Minecon Live, I think it's called. And basically, they announced a whole bunch of updates and stuff like that about what's going on to the game, what's getting added. And they announced the next big update, 1.17, I think it is. It's the Cave and Cliffs update. So they're adding the whole cave's looking a huge revamp, and the meme community for that has been crazy. Like everyone's like, oh, it's finally here, my precious. Like they're so happy about it. Um, just with that title there, I was going to say, I'm just going to give you no features yet. You don't, because I'm pretty sure Evan here doesn't know about many of the features getting added yet. So just with that title, the Minecraft Caves and Cliffs update, what do you think that they'll be adding in that? And do you have any opinions on it? Right, just from that.
Yeah. So as most of you know, I'm not a huge Minecraft player. I like it. I like playing it, especially with friends. It's lots of fun. But I'm, not super big on it, right? But
Hmm.
an updated Minecraft like that, it's enough to excite me. I'll definitely be checking it out, for sure. So caves update. What was the other thing?
And cliffs, it's like mountains and
Caves and
stuff.
cliffs. Yeah, so that's interesting. Honestly,
Hmm.
yeah, I'm really excited because mining, you know, over time it's slowly been getting more and more boring. So hopefully, this update can make things a little bit more interesting. Um, down in the caves. Um, yeah, I don't really know exactly what to think about that, but a cave update does sound pretty cool. I just don't know exactly how to pinpoint what I think would be interesting. And then cliffs. Like, what do I say about that? What
Yeah, cliffs
changes
is
with
a pretty.
cliffs?
That is true. So I'm gonna start giving us some of the features now. So basically, there's two parts of this update. I'm gonna start with the cliffs first. So last year, I'm pretty sure it's last year, but they gave us an opportunity to vote for three biomes that would get updated: the swamp, the mountains, and oh, I'm trying to recall the last one now. I think it was the savannah, but not. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure 100% sure. And basically, the mountains won. So adding goats now to that, the mountains, and they'll try to push the player off the edge, animals off the edge. They can jump super high. So that'll make mountains climbing a lot dangerous. They're improving the generation of mountains a lot, so they'll look a lot nicer, not as floating island type. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of
Yeah,
floating islands right now in those mountains. And they're adding snowier snow. Basically, the snowier snow, I think it's called trap snow, and um, basically it's gonna be snow that's generated in the biomes, in the mountain biomes, and basically when a player walks on it or a mobs like a cow, zombie, they'll basically walk on the snow and then fall through it. Just like in we're me and Evan from Canada. I'm sure we've both experienced this before. Sometimes you're just walking on snow and all of a sudden you just fall right on down. And
yeah,
they're basically adding that to Minecraft. And I think that'll be a very fun feature because I can already imagine all the traps I'll make with that, all the pranks I'll make
yeah.
with that. So
But yeah,
just
that's
judging by
really
that right
cool.
now.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because I know
Yeah, so I'll
people
just let
like with mods you can
yeah,
do
so I'll
very
just
similar things and make like similar
mhm.
traps. But now like having something on vanilla Minecraft, that is gonna be amazing. We're gonna get Ethan.
Yeah, in fact, me and Evan for I'll just give you guys a bit of a spoiler here. I'm sure it's okay. I mean, Evan, we're talking about doing a series on Minecraft where we troll random people on servers. So you guys may want to be on the lookout for that soon on the YouTube channel. But we may not be doing it. Just a maybe. It could be in production, you know? Let's just say that. But yeah, I think this update will be very funny, especially with the claves and cliffs there. It'll be quite funny to just see people fall in that, having to go around the mountain maps a lot more chaotic and a lot more exciting. Not to mention, look a lot nicer, which I personally appreciate quite a bit. So now with the caves part. So I'm just gonna start with a little bit on the caves right now. So basically they're improving the cave generation, so all the structures in there will look a lot better. Um, just improve generation overall. They're adding a new type of biome in the cave. I think it's called like the like loam biome or like loam cave, and basically it's like this like really green cave with like moss on the side. It's very greeny. There's like vines going in there. There's some water, and very nice I think in the cave out there, especially when you're exploring. So it'll be nice and scary. It'll be water. It looks very nice so far. They're adding a few more plants in there as well, I think. So that's one feature. They're also adding ore, another new ore. They've been adding a lot of new ores recently. They just added
Whoa.
netherite. Now they're already adding another ore. It's copper. So just with those two features, I want you maybe you could say something about what you think copper will do, and talk about that stuff for now. So let you give your 2 cents.
Copper. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like it's gonna be hmm. Okay. From what I think, I feel like it's gonna be sort of the thing where yeah, so it's gonna be an ore, you mine it, you throw it in the furnace, it's gonna become an ingot, and then from there, I think it's gonna be the sort of thing where you can like make weapons and stuff. I feel like it'll be weaker than iron, or
Mm-hmm.
like it'll break sooner. But I also feel like it'll be more plentiful. But I'm
Yeah.
not
So
sure.
I don't know if you'll be able to make armor and stuff like that from it. I haven't seen much about it yet. Since it's just all this news has just been yesterday, so I'm not the most necessarily up to date with everything here. But I don't know if you can make armor with it. But the cool feature is that when you mine it, you can make blocks and like half slabs, the stairs and stuff like that. And
Oh.
basically, you can put it on your buildings, right? And over time, when it rains and like the sun's out, it will slowly turn green, copper in real life. So I think that can make some
Oh,
very interesting builds.
that
Yeah,
is
if you want to give your
cool.
yeah, I think that would be very cool. Like you can literally make a recreation of the Statue of Liberty, and it will look really good now in Minecraft instead of how it looks now. So
Wow.
stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's way
Yeah,
better
where
than
I
what I was hoping.
yeah, I think it's gonna be a very cool feature with that changing thing. But I could also imagine some builders getting mad because I imagine some people will actually want to keep copper on its original form, like
Right.
its original like orangish color, not that weird green. And if they don't give a feature for us to be able to do that,
Yeah, they
I'm
need to
not
add
sure if a lot of,
antioxidants.
yeah, like maybe they could add like a game rule to also do it. I'm pretty sure it'll be like tick speed in the game, so people would be able to disable that or slow that down to decrease or increase it. But I'm not really sure. So yeah, it's gonna be a very interesting new war. I personally really like that cool feature if like it actually ends up changing to the greenish color. I find that very cool.
Yeah, that'd
Next
be
up, they're adding a new mob in the caves. I think it's called like the Totem or something. It's like this
huh.
really big like kind of like golem. It kind of looks like a golem, I guess you could say. And how do I describe this here? It's pretty big, and it has 45 hearts, so has quite a bit of health, and it does more damage than any other mob in the game. If I was looking at because I saw a chart today on the Minecraft subreddit, and it looks like to me it does more damage than any other mob in the game. It does more than the dragon, it does more than the wither, it does more than the piglin. So this is a very deadly new mob, guys. And
I am quitting mining.
yeah, you're gonna have to be very careful when you're mining. I think when you see this thing in the mines now, you're just gonna have to be like, okay, I'm just gonna run over here now. You're gonna have to look the other direction, I think.
Yeah,
But
you're
also,
just gonna have
I'm
to
also
yeet out of
unless you have like netherite armor, because they did add more powerful armor, so it does make sense they're going to be adding more powerful mobs in the game, like the piglins and the totems, like whatever that's called, right?
right.
So that'll be very interesting to see. Like they're kind of making it more difficult, whereas a lot of games nowadays are kind of making it less difficult for the more casual market, just like
Wow,
what
they
they're doing
add a
with
new
like.
ore and then they add a new mob that makes me not want to go get the new ore.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do the risk calculations there, eh? Um, So yeah, that's another new thing. That's gonna be very interesting. Like I think a lot of people are just gonna run away from it. I'm not sure where it drops yet, so it'll be very interesting. And they added another new mob actually, the axolotl. So I'm pretty sure they're finding like wet caves, like that lush biome I was talking about earlier. Like they'll swim around in that. You can scoop them up in buckets, just like what you can do with fish. And basically, if you put them in the water with you and let them swim around with you, you can tame them like they can be their friends. They'll they'll attack mobs with you. So like basically, if you're like in the water now, like swimming along, and there's a dragon attacking you, or any or a fish, something like that's attacking you, right? Like they'll attack squids nearby. They'll attack, or if a drown's attacking you, they'll attack that. So this will be very useful for exploring the new oceans. Uh, Also, the guardian, like the sea temples, they will attack the guardians. So if you brought like a whole pack of them with you when you go attack the sea temple, this will make the sea temple a lot easier to conquer. So, what's your thoughts on that new feature?
Okay, that's cool. Will you be able to like still collect tridents from the
I believe you will.
awesome.
Hmm.
Yes. Ethan's gonna love that update because he has a problem with tridents.
He does. He seems really obsessed with tridents, but they're kind of like new. They're kind of like underwater dogs, let's say.
Yeah. Well, Ethan's also gonna like that because he has a problem with dogs and pets in
That's true.
Minecraft.
I mean, I'm gonna build like a dungeon for mine. Like I'm gonna build like a lush underground cave for it once I get pet an axolotl. That's another cool feature there. But adding a lot of
Although
pets
he's
is what
probably
they
gonna be
actually.
so overprotective, he won't let them out of their their den.
Yeah, because they also have goats as well now, and you could probably take a goat as a pet. So, Ethan, this is a
True.
good update for your pets, because you can probably take
Yeah,
a
Ethan, if
goat
you're
as a pet.
listening to this,
Hmm. When we say Ethan, by the way, we're talking about Ethan Skates, just so letting everyone know it there. Or
yeah,
13 Blade
Ethan
Master, if you
skates.
watched our Minecraft series.
Yeah, Ethan skates slash MTB life. He has a biking channel
Hmm.
now.
Yeah, so we're talking about that guy. Um, so yeah, I think this is all a pretty good update so far, but there's even more. So this year for Minecraft Live or Minecon Live, whatever you want to call it, I always forget the name of this new event now. They let us vote for a new mob. They pretty much do this every year. They have to either vote for a new mob, let us vote for something, right? So let's vote for a new mob. So our three options were the Moob Limb. So these creatures were like cows, but with like flowers on the back, kind of like the mushroom currently. These creatures would come with a new this movement would come with a new flower type on its back, and these would be friends with it, so they kind of chill along each other. The isolager, which would hang out in mountains, and they would pretty much attack players in mountains and send shards of ice to them to attack them. And the last one was the glow squid, and the glow squid pretty much they said it was distracting, is what they said in the commercial for it, because they didn't give us all the information when we voted for it. They like to keep some mystery, just in case if they realize something's impossible to us to that or something like that. So the ghosted would distract you when you were in the ocean because it was So I think that would mean hypnotize, kind of. So I thought it'd be really cool if that was a feature because you kind of like hypnotize the player to like kind of like throw them off in the water, you know? So with those three mob options, I want I was wondering which one would you vote for, and which one did you think the community picked?
Okay, wait. So what are like the names of them?
Blue Bloom, which was the cow with the flowers. Ice Villager, which is the attacking like kind of villager with the ice that will drop on you, and the glow squid.
I have to go with the blue. What is it?
Moobloom,
Oh yeah,
Moobloom.
the one with the cows.
That's the one you would choose to get added to the game.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Definitely. Okay.
That one would be like the memes from that one.
There would be a lot of memes. That it's actually in Minecraft Earth currently, just like the glow squid. Which one do you think the community picked?
I think the glow squid.
Well, you are correct. They voted for the glow squid. A lot of people were really disappointed by this. It was very close between the the ISO villager and the glow squid. It was very close,
Wow, no one
but the
voted for
glow
the
squid did
cow
win.
one?
Yeah, no one voted for the dumb cow. I'm sorry. The dumb cow would have been funny to be added to the game, but no one wanted like this weird flower thing that was friends with bees. Um, so yeah, they added the glow squid. A lot of people were like, "Wow, this is just a retexture of a thing we already have in here, a squid." But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it's going to be a lot different.
Mhm.
So I'm hoping that is true because otherwise we kind of wasted our vote here. So do you have any more deeper thoughts about the glow squid?
Hmm. I, uh, I don't know. Like, do you think it would provide like different resources than a normal one would?
I'm not sure because apparently I've heard some people say it will glow, like will actually emit light, which will be pretty cool to add
Mhm.
like to an underwater basis. Having glow squids swim around your base, like light it up.
Right.
But a lot of some people just said that's not actually going to happen, right? Some people think it may hypnotize it. Like I may think I think it will kind of like blur the player's screen a bit to like hypnotize them or slash distract them or something like that to make like the waters a bit more challenging. But a lot of this, I think this mob is either one that can be very up there and like a really cool mob, or can be very disappointing.
Yeah,
You
I
know what I mean?
agree.
Because if it can, it's a really what they're gonna do with this. It's a very it can either go really be like a really good mob or really bad mob. So
Do you think it could be like the
let's
sort
just
of
hope.
thing where it like gives you some like some sort of glowing thing that you can like build things with?
Yeah, I was hoping for that, but I'm not we're not really sure yet because they just released it. So we'll have to get more information on that. Here on the BBQ podcast, once we hear about that, we will put it on our podcast probably. So if you want more information, just stay tuned and we will give it to you once we have it. And there's this one last thing. It's called archaeology, and they added like artifacts and like totems or something like these weird totems. Seems like kind of stories. I'm not really sure much about it, but like it seems pretty advanced what this is. So yeah, do you have anything about that? Like these artifacts you can find out in your like Minecraft world?
Hmm, that seems interesting. That's probably also the sort of thing that Ethan would go crazy about. And he just like be like,
Yeah, I'm
I want all of the artifacts, and they like put them on the wall in his completely wooden skyscraper.
Yeah, that would probably be accurate, actually.
Yeah, if you
It would
guys
be
don't
very,
know
very
anything,
interesting.
Ethan builds the Ethan builds the most boring houses. He just builds like floor up into the air, like just straight up with all one type of wood.
Okay, okay. This is what happened. So on the Minecraft series, right, guys? Sorry, but we're getting a bit off track here. But basically, at the beginning, he was just building these really bad towers and stuff, like stuff that didn't look very good. And all of a sudden, I woke up the next day, and he builds like this magnificent looking, like the best looking greenhouse in Minecraft I've ever seen. I'm like, Ethan, did you actually build that? He's like, yes. I'm like, did you look up a tutorial or something? Because that looks really good for your level of building skill. He's like, no, only roofing tutorials. I'm like, so he goes from building this like weird skyscraper of one material into somehow finding like this like dark spruce forest, grabbing all the material needed to build this very fancy looking um greenhouse with like sea lanterns and everything. I'm like, oh my goodness, how? Like,
Oh
I don't
my
understand.
gosh.
I'm not sure how he did that, but yeah, it's very interesting. They did another feature. I'm trying to remember what it is now. I don't remember it. So it's like I think it's like coders blocks or something. I think it is. But basically, this will add a lot more features to, like blocks, so you can like increase speed on like ladders and stuff. So they're very interesting for adventure maps and
Hmm,
maps, custom made maps like that.
okay, that's
So
cool.
yeah, it's gonna be very cool. I know, personally, I used to be a really big fan of commands. Now, not so much, but you know, I can already see the amazing creations people are gonna build with that. Okay, so do you have any final words about this topic here on this update?
Well, I can't wait to play it. I'll probably also end up streaming it when it comes out because it sounds pretty big and it sounds like it's gonna be pretty epic and everyone's gonna be playing it. So I'll probably jump on the bandwagon if you want to check that out at twitch.tv/EEVAN10. Shameless plug. But
Yeah, shameless.
but yeah, me and Boom will probably play it. Maybe we'll start another server and make some sort of series. I don't know.
Yeah, um, I do. It is going to be released next summer. I'm pretty sure. So
Okay.
we do have quite a bit of waiting for this update yet.
Yep.
But we do have the snapshots we can play on in between if we want to. But I personally don't like doing that, so we'll have to see if all that stuff. So next up, Row Company is now in beta in public beta. So it's now free to play. And so if you guys don't know what Row Company is, it's kind of like Valorant and kind of like CS:GO and Overwatch. It's kind of like all three of them combined. So like basically, there's a few different modes you can play. There's like deathmatch, or you're just like fighting other people, and there's like different classes of heroes. Like there's damage. You should have different abilities, but like one of the main modes is demolition, where there's two teams of four, and they go. One person's placing a bomb down on a site to basically plant the bomb and let it explode, and the other team's trying to defuse it and kill all the other people, kind of like CS:GO. And there's a shop just like in that game where you can buy weapons and upgrade them and stuff like that. So this is pretty much, if you have a Switch, it's pretty much the closest game you'll get to Valorant or CS:GO on it. So if you're into those games and you only want to play on the Switch, I'd highly recommend getting it. Evan, do you have any thoughts about this?
That sounds pretty cool. I'm not super like big on those games. I don't know if I'll play it. Maybe we'll see. But what's the price looking like at that?
It's free right now.
Free.
So
Okay.
my cuz you could get it in alpha for like I think like $20, $50, and $80, depending on what heroes you want. Because since it's a free game, you have to pay for some heroes in the game
Right.
and upgrades like that. So my cousin he paid for it beforehand. I think the $20 option in alpha, and it looks pretty good. And he said it was coming in free for everyone once it fully releases. I'm not 100% sure about that, but right now it's free right now. So if you want to play it, guys, now's your time. Road Company. So yeah, if you're into shooters, I recommend playing that.
Interesting. Yeah, I might
Mm-hmm.
check it out. But yeah.
Yeah, it's also on the Epic. I'm pretty sure it's owned by Epic, so so me
Oh,
going in that direction.
okay. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, it'll be
Can we like
interesting.
quickly talk about this? Like the last episode we made, we are like really worried about too many little kids being in Rocket League. And that was the case at first, but me, Boom, and a few other people have been playing a ton since then. And that's like we've been playing people who are better than us or very similar to our skill level. So that doesn't seem to have been a huge problem.
I mean, I'm sure it still is in like the lower ranks nowadays. It's just that the little kids are like, oh, look at this ranked, oh, I'm approved #1 in the world, and end up being like bronze 1. Whereas,
Yeah,
and the issue is that now that all the people realize, oh, the 5-year-olds are playing on this, they can't play since they're in like Grand Champ or like really high up on the Rocket League ladder, right? They can't play with the
mhm,
bronze ones, so they're just like, oh, let's just play casual, and out these 5-year-old kids are in casual, so we can destroy them, which has been
yeah.
happening because we are the 5-year-old kids to them. Uh,
We were
so I
pretty
think,
bad in that one
yeah,
match.
a few games we were just doing really bad, but we're all getting better, and I think we have a few videos on Rocket League planned. There's some really funny ones. I think we're going to do one with the Rocket League coach where Evan's going to troll him a lot.
Oh yeah,
But we'll
we'll
have to
see if we
see.
can get that one out.
We'll see, guys. So yeah, another quick thing. So Overwatch Grand Finals are next weekend, which is recording this on October 4th. So like October 11th, roughly, Overwatch League Grand Finals. Make sure if you guys want to get the All Star skins from Overwatch, for Overwatch League, make sure you go in the game now to buy them so that you don't miss out on them. They're limited time. And is that all, Evan, from you?
If you haven't yet, go buy 3D All Stars if you want it.
Yeah, no kidding. The talkies do seem plentiful on it, so I don't think you worry
Yep.
too much, but it is limited time, so
Yeah.
let that be. Alright, so that's everything from the Bubble Club podcast. Thank you so much for listening, and we will all see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Go subscribe to my YouTube channel at EEVAN10 on YouTube. That's EEVAN10 on YouTube. You can also find my Twitch channel with the same username. And don't forget to go subscribe to BoomBQ as well.
Hello, everybody. There we go. We had just a little bit of lag there.
Sorry about that, guys. My Discord was kind of laggy, so.
Yeah, so this is our post commentary section right now. We
This
are
is a
pre-recording.
pre-recorded. Yeah.
Yes, because we are both away this weekend, but we still want to get the podcast out to you guys. So yeah,
Including
we're
this little bit.
recording. Yeah, we're recording on a Thursday. Thursday? Yeah, Thursday before this is. Um, and it's been 5 days since we recorded the first podcast. So we have a few
Yeah, I
more
believe it.
things to talk about.
Yeah,
First
so
of all,
I'll let you
so
go
you can go
first with your
first with
topic.
what you were going to talk about.
You sure?
Yeah.
Alright. So we were discussing about the Minecon last time about what they announced in a new update and how they're talking about the Claves and Close update. I missed a bunch of information, I'm gonna be honest. And now I'm rewatching it and I'm like just re-listening to everything. I'm like, oh what, I forgot a lot of stuff. But there's also a few other things like amethyst. There's a whole bunch of new blocks in the caves now. There's like I think there's like sulfur, a whole bunch. Like I think there's like oh now I'm trying to remember them all off my head. There's a whole lot more new blocks in there. Not just copper. I thought it was just copper at the time, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot more now. Just that they haven't been officially revealed. They just were in the trailer. So you guys should be excited for that. And last time we talked about the Warden, which I think I called the War or something. I forget what I called it last time, so I couldn't remember the name. But the Warden was the one that can pretty much one-shot you in any armor except for Netherite armor, which is the strongest of the game, and it's only 2 shots. So there's that one really strong mob they added. And basically, this new mob is adding a lot of lore to
Minecraft, which Minecraft lore is interesting. It's like there, but like not there as well. Like it's not really supported by Mojang themselves. It's just really theories that the fan base have come together about. So this new thing, it's like, wow, this is really huge. Like 4 blocks tall. Like that's really big for a Minecraft mod. There's never been something this powerful before. So a lot of people are talking about how this may fit into like Minecraft lore, like what, like just the warden. Like the warden means like some people like guards against prisoners and stuff, right? It's like who are they guarding against, stuff like that. So I was just wondering, do you have any ideas about how you think it may kind of get into the lore a bit, or yeah, do you have any ideas about what do you think it should be added to like the lore? Like what do you think it'll add? And do you have anything like that you want to say about it?
Yeah, I don't really know. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not too sure myself, and I don't want to really make any predictions without you know, a really good
yeah,
idea of what I think. So I don't know. But I am excited to see what ends up happening with that.
yeah. They're pretty creative. Like these theorists who do like this Minecraft lore, because not really much Minecraft lore is official. Like I'm pretty sure none of it is, but a lot of them
Mm-hmm.
are discussing about. So I'm just watching this video right now. Like just before we did this by Simply Start. So I'm just gonna credit him. And basically, from what I watched so far in his video, I think he's theorizing that pretty much when the Ender Dragon moved into the end, right? Because if you look at the warden compared to what we think it will look like, as we saw, and it's most likely going to look like, and compared to like how it looks like the end and like the end portal, looks very similar. So they're kind of theorizing that the Ender Dragon kind of took over the end, that dimension, of a different thing, from like a different like kind of like clown thing, like leader, right? They took it over. So basically stuff that's like purple, like the end cities, the dragon, the Enderman with their purple eyes, stuff like that, which is a bit more like light purplish slash purple. That's like the new end, right? And they're basically saying that the old end, basically the one with the green. It's like, for instance, end port, like the end portals, Eyes of Ender, um, Ender Pearl, stuff like that. You know. In fact, I'm pretty sure Enderman's eyes used to be green as well. So that also kind of fit into this theory with that if it's green, it's from the old end. If it's purplish, it's from the new end, magenta. Say, slightly close to magenta. And this guy looks like he's from the old end, right? So you're like, that's really weird because you would not think this guy's from the old end, but we're thinking because if you look what he's wearing in his helmet and what you see that like basically where he is, there's like these blocks that will like decay around him. Like he'll put like this weird block, like stuff over the block, and it'll like decay the blocks, whatever, right? It's like this like really weird, like darkish green. So basically, the theory is that the end before the Ender Dragon came was just like these darkish green stuff, and it was very horrible to place in. Now it's still evil, the Ender Dragon, but it's like the better type of evil. You know what I mean? um,
Interesting.
yeah. So I think they're kind of getting about that the warden is kind of guarding against itself a bit, I think, because I think they're trying to think that the blocks around it that is decaying the blocks around it and making everything horrible is basically messing with the warden's brain slightly. So they make it want to do this stuff. And then it also said that it be found in the deep dark. Like a lot of people just assumed that was the end of the world, like at the bottom of the world. But if it's so strong, it doesn't make so much sense why it's hiding there. So it could be something like that as well. Not really sure what else I could think of. Slash take from Stark there. Simply Stark guys, check out his video. And but yeah, Minecraft lore is always really interesting because it's just theories, but still quite fun.
Yeah.
So do you have anything you want to say about that?
Not really, but I'm excited to see what ends up happening. We've got a long time to wait, and I'm sure we're gonna get a lot more details as we get closer. But
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they
Until
said
I
in
find
the.
out a bit more, I don't have a whole lot to say about it. But hopefully, we get some more information from Mojang soon about the new update, or
Mhm.
eventually, and hopefully from there we can make some more accurate prediction.
I mean, right
But
now
yeah,
they're
it
not
looks
planning to
like
release
it's
it for like a whole year, so it
yeah,
will be a long wait here, guys.
yeah, for sure. But it yeah, it sounds pretty awesome. And we did just recently get 1.5 or 1.6, so I think
Here's just
people are happy
1.50.
right now.
Yeah, I mean, I remember this one year Mojang had like I think 4 updates: the 1.9, 1.10, 1.11. They all
Yeah.
happened like the same year, and they all had very little. Like basically all those updates just merged together for me. Like I can't think which ones added what, pretty much. So yeah, I do like this kind of later updates, like a bit longer with each update, and then moving on with the next one. Because personally, to me, ever since 1.13, I felt like the updates were a bit unfinished. Like I don't feel like they've run correctly slash the best. You know what I mean? So do you have anything on that? Like, do you think Bojangles has been rushing out updates, or
Well, I also haven't been playing Minecraft for super long. So
that is true?
I don't remember like back some of the older updates. And to be honest, I didn't usually pay much attention to when they did update it in the past. I am a bit more now, but not really that much in the past. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, they're hot. I guess I guess I could agree with that statement. With them being a little bit unfinished. Um, I don't even know what the difference between 1.14 and 1.15 was. I'm gonna be honest, but like
It's all
you know,
fine. Yeah.
1.15 to 1.16, I do know a number of the different things. Pretty cool, but I don't know. I
Well,
think
1.16 is
1.6.
this newest update we're talking about. I'm pretty sure.
Oh wait. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we're on 1.15 right now,
Yeah, we're on one.
if I
Right,
am
right.
correct. Still
Yes,
playing
my
that.
bad. I got the numbers mixed up. Yeah. So
No,
okay,
no problem.
1.14 to 1.15. Yes, I know a number of the updates because Ethan Skates was talking about it. But yeah, that
Mm-hmm.
version, from what I can recall, seems like it's been the most updated from Mojang, and hopefully we're gonna keep going with like that sort of trend where each update we get a lot of new things, and it sounds like we will be with this new update, at least from what I'm.
Yeah. So I think we're done with this topic here. So you have the next topic, so I'll let you do that once you're ready.
Oh yeah, so I've just been playing Super Mario Bros. 35 a bit more. I think my top rank right now is 7th, maybe. I don't know. I'm working on my strategy. It's getting better, but I still need a little bit of work in the game, but it's definitely fun. I'm enjoying it, and I would recommend anyone who gets it before it's not playable anymore. Um, yeah, not a whole bunch to say about this game. It's pretty chill, pretty fun, and if I guess if I had to rate it, I'd give it maybe like an 8, 7, like for a small game, right? But yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
definitely worth your time, and it's free if you have online. So I definitely recommend checking it out. And if you like Mario like I do, then I'm sure you'll really like this game. And having the opportunity to play against other people, it's pretty cool. But yeah, other than that, I cover most of my thoughts about this in the actual podcast. And if you want to see me playing it at all, you can try to catch it on one of my Twitch or on my YouTube channel. Yeah, that's about it for that. Anything else you want to add, Boom?
No, I think I'm pretty good. Like it's just really the game speaks for itself. It's quite simple,
Yeah,
easy to learn. It's not the most thing you can just like grind out. It's not like 3.3 All Stars. We kind of grind it out quite a bit. Or Rocky League.
Yeah. Yeah, you
it's
can
it's
grind
very
it out. Like
simple.
I'm pretty sure
Pretty fun.
Cosmic's been playing that basically 24/7 since it came out.
Oh yeah, I mean like you can literally grind it out if you want to, if you're that like you like Mario that much, but
Yeah.
I mean grind it out is that we can't grind it out for content much. That's
Yeah.
it gets pretty boring after a while. At least for me, it did. So
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. But yeah, it's definitely a fun, like, sort of filler game. But yeah, that's about it. Don't forget to go subscribe to me on YouTube channel. Next BBQ podcast will be coming out in 2 weeks from now at this same time, 8 o'clock p.m. And we will be live with that again. If you have any questions for us right now, if you're watching the premiere, just ask us in the Discord server, since obviously we can't answer them right now since we're not actually live this time. But yeah, we'll try to get over around to your questions if we can. You can check out the description below where you can find links to all the platforms that this podcast is on. And you can find a link to the Discord server and my Twitch channel where you can go follow me. You can also find a link to BoomBQ's YouTube, where he uploads some pretty high quality content uh, um, bi-yearly.
yeah, I think I'm actually a bit more delayed than the bi-yearly, but I think I'm gonna get a good computer here soon, and once that happens, I probably will record a bit more. Because the issue is that my computer currently is not the best for OBS, so
Anyways, yeah.
yeah.
Thank you guys for watching this episode of the BBQ podcast. Don't forget to share it with people who you think would enjoy it. Help us to get over onto Apple Podcasts. Help us to grow our audience. Leave a like on this YouTube video if you liked it. And I guess leave a dislike if you didn't like it. But yeah. Yeah, go hit that like button and comment down below on topics that you guys want us to talk about in the future, or tell us in the Discord server. I'm EEVon10, and I'm with
I'm
and we are signing off of the BBQ podcast. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you very soon.